Hey guys, this is Noah, and today I'm going to be showing you how to observe tardigrades, these little guys, also known as water bears, under a cheap microscope or with any kind of scope that magnifies anything small. So the first thing you're going to want is definitely a magnifying scope of some kind. This is my microscope. It doesn't magnify much, but you can see microbes with it. I've taken a picture of some like this. That's a bacteria I saw the other day. It goes up to 1,200 times magnification, but to see tardigrades, you only need about 20 to 30 times magnification. So this will do just fine, because the lowest one is 100 times magnification. So the next thing you guys want to do is actually find a place where tardigrades grow. This is actually pretty easy. There's my cat Licorice, she's coming up to greet me. But yeah, you can find them on moss or lichens. So lichens are like these things here. You generally want to find some pretty soft ones. Like this one's pretty rough. So you could use this, but you wouldn't yield many results. You'd want to use something a bit softer. There's licorice there. Yeah. Moss is the more preferred thing that they grow on. Like here, you can see there's some moss here, kinda. Ignore my messy yard. Yeah, there's some moss here. You can get this, but again, this is kind of rough. You generally want to find something a bit softer than that. Illuminated, but I was gonna say, luckily for me, I do know where some softer moss is, so I'm gonna go get some. So this kind of moss here is the kind of moss that you want. As you can see, it's nice and soft. There's kids over there playing in the playground over there, so that's why there's loud noises in the background. But what you want to do when you find moss is you want to take a tool of some sorts, like this right here. It's a little scraping tool that actually came with my microscope. And you also want something to store the moss or lichen in, so I have this thing that also came with my microscope kit. So this right here is probably a good amount of moss for a container of this size. So once you have your moss, the next thing you want to do is actually add water to it so that your tardigrades that are on the moss don't die of dehydration. There you go. So once you have your water here, take a pipette. If you have one, if you don't have a pipette, you can just, pour water in there gently. You don't want to completely engulf the moss in water. You just want to get generally like the first millimeter or so, but just take your pipette, suck up some water with it. Again, bottled water is recommended. You can use tap water if you need to. But once you do that, you just want to take it and gently put some in there so it covers just about the first little bit of it. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but you focus. Come on. Yeah, you can't really see it, but it's kind of like up to here. And it might need a little bit more. So let's just do maybe like that. That should be good. So yeah, once you've done that, squirt the rest of your water out and close your sample. And then you want to leave this sitting for about 20 to 30 minutes so that the tardigrades have time to actually soak in there. So the sun's kind of shining awkwardly here because I have a window right here and it shines right onto me. But back to tardigrades. Once you've let your sample sit for about 20 to 30 minutes, it doesn't really even have to be 20 minutes. It can be as low as like 10 or 15. So once you do that, you just want to open it back up. Take one of these, it's called a slide. It has a little clear thing through the middle. And what you want to do is take the tool that you used to actually gather the moss, or just anything really. And you want to press down on the moss just to extract any microbes that might be in there. That's probably good, to be honest. And you want to take your pipette again, and you want to gather some of that water there. See, there's water in there. And then you just want to put it onto your slide as such. And I think there's some bubbles in here. There we go, that should probably be good. So once you've done that, just put it under the microscope and see what you can see. So mine here, we're just gonna take the cap off. And then this is kind of, again, this is kind of awkward to do with one hand, but we take the slide with our tardigrade water on it. And we just gently slide it in between these two hooks. I'm trying to do this as gently as I can with one hand. Come on, there we go. Once you have it in there, just turn on your microscope's light so that it shines onto the sample. There we go. And go ahead and look through here and then see what you can see. And pretty much right off the bat, I was able to find one. I'll try and circle it as I'm editing this, but if I get this lined up again, there we go, and then move this a little bit. Oh. It's just like my telescope, it's a bit kind of hard to line up in the camera. I'll circle it, but that guy there, that is a tardigrade. Oh, I lost it. There we go. Nope, wrong way. Nope, nope, what are we doing? There we go, there it is again. It's a bit curled up, but yeah. Those things can survive on the surface of the moon.
Yep. Definitely a tardigrade, all right.
So, that's how you observe tardigrades with a microscope. Under the right conditions, you can actually see them with the naked eye. It's just very hard because, you know, they're very tiny and hard to spot. So yeah, that's a tardigrade with my like $40 microscope from Amazon. But yeah, that's how you find and observe tardigrades. If you've found this useful, I'm glad. Thanks for watching. As always, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.